Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Parade. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the hosts for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel William Fisher, accompanied by his wife, Janie. The Superintendent, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Chris Simpson. Today's reviewing official is the Commander, 90th Missile Wing, Francis E. Warren Air Force Base, Wyoming, Colonel Stephen Kravitsky. From the 37th Training Wing, the Vice Commander, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Jeffrey Follison. Also in attendance with us today, Lieutenant General Pat Caruana, United States Air Force retired, accompanied by his wife, Lorraine. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 90th Missile Wing, Francis E. Warren Air Force Base, Wyoming, Chief Master Sergeant Jeffrey Stiegel. The Commander, 157th Air Refueling Wing, New Hampshire Air National Guard, Pease Air National Guard Base, New Hampshire, Colonel Jim Ryan. The Command Chief Master Sergeant, 157th Air Refueling Wing, New Hampshire Air National Guard, Pease Air National Guard Base, New Hampshire, Chief Master Sergeant Jamie Lawrence. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Colonel Fisher and Chief Master Sergeant Simpson will make a special awards presentation. 737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Master Military Training Instructor. A Master Military Training Instructor is one who is a total professional in all phases of basic training, is a leader among other instructors, exhibits only the highest characteristics of ethics, morality, and integrity, fully supports the mission, traditions, and esprit de corps of the Air Force Basic Military Training, is the best of the best. The instructors who stand before you today have been awarded the title Master Military Training Instructor in recognition of their superior performance. From the 319th Training Squadron, Master Sergeant Richard McCain. From the 331st Training Squadron, Master Sergeant Brandy Collins. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Giselle Janicek.
Just a moment to let you know how incredibly proud we are that you've reached this moment in your personal and professional career. And we're so excited that you've upped your game and you're willing to give back to the MTI Corps. And so the extra training, the evaluations, the extra testing, and the recommendation of your peers and commanders have led you to this incredible recognition. That blue robe looks awesome. But you know, it's not just about the blue robe. It's about what happens underneath the blue robe. Your standards of excellence and professionalism, your pride and your passion for incredible training standards is the critical reason why the United States Air Force is the best Air Force on the planet. And so your recognition today will pay benefits and dividends to the entire Air Force, because every enlisted member of the Air Force is now under your care as a master military training instructor. And so, ladies and gentlemen, what you might not know is right now over 390,000 enlisted members serve in the Air Force, active Guard and Reserve. And right now, about 550 MTIs make that entire population possible. But out of those 550 MTIs that are currently serving, only 7% of the MTI Corps currently earns the distinction of wearing the blue robe. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the three people that are standing in front of you today, they are an example of what right looks like in your United States Air Force. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the newest members of the best of the best.
The airmen who will pass and review today have completed a demanding 7.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the enlisted Heroes Walk. They will lead the way for the thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlistment heritage, tradition of honor, and our legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Todd Shoemate, Master Military Training Instructor, 323rd Training Squadron. Colonel Kravitsky will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating airmen passing in review today represent a portion of the 39,000 recruits who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits with the essential military training to become motivated members of the enlisted corps of the greatest air force in the world. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Air Force. The flights you will view today are a representation of the enlisted force. Each flight represents an enlisted member of the Air Force who has embodied our core values and contribution to its heritage. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb ramp to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The airmen recognized on the papers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish action as members of the United States Air Force in armed conflict, including present-day operations in Afghanistan. They include 7 Medals of Honor, 26 Air Force Crosses, and 173 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in service to this great nation. Armed with the knowledge of our past, the airmen will exit the Heroes Walk by marching over a blue line, signifying their ascension into the greatest air power in the world. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps Murray Flight from the 321st Training Squadron. Performing today under the direction of Technical Sergeant Douglas Cost, hometown, Zeliano, Pennsylvania. These trainees are also in basic military training but have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like for you to notice our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed in review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, our Commander of Airmen is Master Sergeant Todd Shoemake, Master Military Training Instructor, 323rd Training Squadron, hometown, Winter Garden, Florida. From the 321st Training Squadron, the Drum and Bugle Corps representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 14, Murray Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Lucas Bartels, hometown, Eldon, Nebraska. Technical Sergeant Alexis Leyva, hometown, Miami, Florida. The Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant Nathaniel Merrill, Military Training Instructor, 331st Training Squadron, hometown, Fort Belvoir, Virginia. From the 331st Training Squadron, Squadron representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Number 13, Pitch Flight, led by Master Sergeant Imanashu Chopra, hometown, Queens, New York. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Smith Flight, led by Technical Sergeant DeMarcus Orney, hometown, Little Rock, Arkansas. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing the 1st Female Combat Arms Major Command Program Manager, Ducraft Waldo Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Rashawn Duffy, hometown, Pensacola, Florida. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 2, Harlow Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jacob Savoie, hometown, La Rose, Louisiana. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 15, McKinley Flight, led by Technical Sergeant John Toomey, hometown, Providence, Rhode Island. The squadron selected as the color guard is from the 320th Training Squadron, led by Master Sergeant Cipriano Mena, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. The flights selected to carry our national, state, and territorial flags are from the 323rd Training Squadron, representing the Air Force Combat Action Medal recipient, Blue Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Brian Gonzalez, hometown, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Technical Sergeant Richard Ebert, hometown, Stonington, Connecticut. The B Squadron Commander is Technical Sergeant Monisha Bailey, Military Training Instructor, 322nd Training Squadron, hometown, Miami, Florida. From the 324th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 11, Campanelli Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Philip Bocat, hometown, Rockford, Illinois. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 17, Cody Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Eric White, hometown, Jackson, Mississippi. From the 323rd Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Matthews Flight, led by Master Sergeant Jonathan Carter, hometown, Chandler, Arizona. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 6, McCoy Flight, led by Master Sergeant Aaron Terrazas, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 7, Andrews Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Daniel Azell, hometown, Kettle, Mississippi. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 8, Harris Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Jasmine Davis, hometown, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. From the 320th Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 10, Kingston Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Rosalind Evans, hometown, Logansport, Louisiana. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the United States Air Force Song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest air force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will enter airman fleet where they will develop their critical thinking skills and further personalize the Air Force core values. They will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 130 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the right as 4 T-6A Texan 2s render a flying salute to our graduated airmen. These aircraft are from the 559th Flying Training Squadron, 12th Flying Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Randolph, Texas. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military, and an even smaller percentage in the U.S. Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey, and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. These airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our Squadron honor graduates, as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence from these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement helped motivate these airmen through 7 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force, Air Force Basic Military Training, we extended our thanks to the many families and friends of America's airmen for the support of your airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
So ready to graduate? Get out of here? Yes, sir! I can't hear you. Yes, sir! All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here today. What a beautiful Texas morning. And what a wonderful day to add 747 brand new airmen and welcome them to our Air Force family. Thank you. I want to thank you for the last few days. You allowed my team and I to come here the last few days and witness what I believe to be greatness. You have rebuilt our whole team. And thank you to your team for the honor and privilege of being here today. Thank you so much. So yesterday, my team and I had the honor and privilege to watch the airmen run. We're a group of airmen ran in unison. There's one cohesive unit and team. Think about that, how far you've come for the last 7 weeks. You got to watch the pointing ceremony, where you were formally indoctrinated as airmen in training. And what touched me the most is at the very end of that pointing ceremony, seeing 4 of our airmen here today take the oath of citizenship of the United States of America, swore to support and defend the Constitution. That doesn't get you as much up as nothing will. MPIs, cadre, and staff, I want to thank you. Thank you for what you do day in and day out to produce airmen for our great Air Force. You put your heart, your soul, and countless hours on the line, and look what you've developed for us. You are rock stars, you are truly amazing, and I want to thank you for what you do day in and day out. Thank you. Well, we have a lot of veterans in the audience today. Our veterans have set the foundation. They poured that foundation of excellence in which these airmen stand on today. They're our future. They're our veterans' legacy. So veterans, thank you. Thank you for your service and everything you've done for our Air Force and our military, and more importantly, our country. You know, this is a very, very small world. It was about 28 years ago, very honest, sir, Lieutenant General retired, he was my commanding general, and I was a senior airman at Frank Brooks Air Force Base in North Dakota. That shows you how small our Air Force has become. You weren't going to run across people over and over in your career. Sir, thank you for being here today. Thanks for the leadership you provided young airmen. Most importantly, I want to thank the family and friends. A lot of you have traveled from all over the country to witness your loved one march across this field today. And it's awesome. I sat on the plane next to a family and one of the graduates there. They were very, very excited. I want to thank you for giving us your loved one, your most precious treasure that you have. Thank you, because now they're part of our family, and I promise you, we will take care of them. They've joined something bigger than themselves, bigger than the family they've come from. So thank you, family and friends, for being here today. I guarantee you, your presence makes the world of difference to these young airmen on the field. Thank you. All right, Aaron. 7 weeks ago, you showed up here a little bit more. You didn't know how to march. You didn't know how to salute. You didn't know how to put on the uniform. Look how far you've come in 7 weeks. I just witnessed a parade that was awesome. You've come together as a team. As a team. Let me give you a little bit of advice going forward. You're going to leave here today. You're going to go to tech school. Some of you go to your first base, but shortly you're going to go to your first assignment. What I expect is I expect you to be excellent. I don't expect you to be perfect. I'd be a hypocrite. I'm not perfect. If you strive for excellence every day, if we strive for excellence together every day, we can move our Air Force in a direction that's most valuable. We have to do it as a team. Okay? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir!
Okay. Almost 32 years, I marched on this parade field and down that bomb run. What I want to leave you with is the Air Force is chock full of possibilities and opportunities. Opportunities for education, opportunities for travel, opportunities to make yourself better than you are today as a team. And I'm proof of that. I stood there where you were 32 years ago. Today I'm from the Air Force. You can be a chief. Somebody in this formation today, maybe the chief master of the Air Force. How far do you want to go? And how do you want to get along as a team? Because that's what it takes. I'm proud of each and every one of you who have earned the right to be called airmen today. You've earned it. Basic training is a lot different than what I went through, and I've argued it's way better today. These MPIs went through a set of skills that will serve you well the rest of your life, whether you serve 4 years or 34 years. So when you leave this field today, remember what you were taught. I'm coming to the sunset of my career. What I saw in the last 2 days, what I'm seeing right now, I'm proud to say that the future is looking extremely bright. So, I just have one question for you, Amber, today. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? I think you're ready. It's the same thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Krabitsky will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Now raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the orders of the President of the United States,
that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States,
the orders of the officers appointed over me,
and the orders of the officers appointed over me,
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Airmen, and welcome to the world's greatest Air Force.
Thank you, Colonel Krabitsky. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman, guardian of freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and measure. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman, leader, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter.
Thank you. Please be seated.
Right turn! Punch!
As viewed from the bleachers, from your left to your right, the first four heritage flights are from the 331st Training Squadron, Kisling, Peterson, Finch, and Smith flights. The next four flights are from the 324th Training Squadron, Duprat Waller, Harlow, McKinley, and Campanelli flight. They are followed by Cody and Matthew's flight from the 323rd Training Squadron. The last four flights are from the 320th Training Squadron, McCoy, Andrew, Parrish, and Kingston flight. Airmen in the state flag mast, blue flight from the 323rd Training Squadron will be released to their visitors at the equipment locker to your left as they secure the flags. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving on to the grassy area. For your safety, we also ask that you only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. All airmen are now released to their visitors. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the rest of your stay at Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. All detail training report to the reviewing stand. All detail training report to the reviewing stand.